Lubbock County is planning to foot legal bills for one of its county commissioners, despite opposition from the district attorney's civil division. Commissioners Mike Dalby, Carrie Shaw, and Jordan Rackler voted to pay Commissioner Jason Corley back for what he spent on a private attorney last month, fighting his removal from office. Commissioner Corley had to recuse himself from the vote. In early December, County Judge Curtis Parrish found Corley tripped an automatic resignation after he announced he was exploring a run for Congress in November. Corley fought that finding in court and accrued about $12,000 in legal fees. Commissioners Dalby, Shaw, and Rackler say it's the county's responsibility to cover that cost. Now, Judge Parrish says it's too early to make this determination since the case is still pending, but we'll hear arguments over the decision later this afternoon here on KCBD.